I sat down with Liam O'Brien of Critical Role to talk about his character, how the game has changed him personally, and what he's looking forward to in the next campaign. What do you expect out of tonight? And what's the feeling right now?
Well, there's Liam's feelings about the game in general, and then Liam's feelings about this game, and then there's Vax's feelings about it all. I'm ready for Matt to sort of defy any expectations I have of it, because he's so good at it. And I'm just getting ready to say goodbye. I don't even mean in character, I just mean, I think it's 5 years that we've been doing this, and it's the fabric of our lives now. And the way that we talk to each other and feel about each other, like our real world lives influence the story some, and the story bounces back some, and I'm having a hard time sort of struggling with the fact that I won't be playing a twin anymore. That's probably the biggest thing. The game in general, and then just behind it, playing Laura's alternate dimension brother, which has been so sort of gratifying and rewarding to me. I just want us to have an ending as beautiful as the road it took to get there. And that can be multiple things.
How has this character changed you? Because I can only assume after 4.5 years of playing a role, something has to get absorbed, or you have to learn something about yourself.
It's funny, I think that it's been a challenging couple of years behind the scenes, and that has definitely bled into Vax. But also, Vax can do things that I wouldn't do in my life, which is confront everything head on and throw caution to the wind and do anything for people that he loves in ways that I don't know that I'd be able to do. Probably wouldn't be able to do. So I feel like Liam caused Vax to sort of confront things head on, because Liam needed that, and Vax has taught me a little bit about looking things full in the face and not turning away. And has helped me appreciate more how, more than our pursuits in life and more than the things we amass, it's the people in your life and the time you spend with them that is more important than anything. It's made me appreciate my real family more, and has turned this circle of friends into family. And it, I don't think I could wax poetic about Parcheesi, but this game has been a one-of-a-kind gift in my life. Before this was a show, and now.
And your friendships have to be significantly changed by this game.
There was, like, our sort of bond with each other jumped when we started playing, so that we were already very, very close, in the 6 months before this all happened. And then the fact that we started, and I don't even think it's it's turning it into a show, really, that upped it even further. I think it's the fact that we do it with each other every single week now for 3 to 5 hours. And then on top of that is the icing of the community that has sprung up, and the fact that we've sort of helped introduce this game that we love to so many new players, and all the art and the writing and the jokes that we see sort of reflected back at the show. That's all icing on the cake. Very, very lucky. I feel very lucky. I feel like it's accidentally art. Long before Critical Role, I've read interviews and heard writers and actors and directors talk about how playing this game in the 80s is what set them on their course to creating the art they do now. We're just people who, some of us who played it like them back then and influenced me heavily, but are coming back to it as fully formed professionals to play the very same game, to do the very same thing, and we're just bringing, I mean, for me, decades of batting practice to it. But I think it even surprises us where we went with it. When we were at home, there were moments like these, for sure. And we knew, we're all so used to pretending to be elves in Middle-earth that this feels kind of natural. But even then, I couldn't imagine the Sunken Tomb episode. I couldn't imagine having a serious feelings about my pretend sister's character getting romantically tied in with such a charming but dangerous person and feeling protective about it. I couldn't have imagined my own, as Taliesin calls it, graph paper romance. I couldn't have imagined Scanlan breaking our hearts. I mean, I could not have imagined that moment. Sitting at our home table and watching Sam Riegel put a finger up in front of his face and kill us with laughter for 10 minutes. I mean, I think we are legitimately surprised as anybody that we've sort of stumbled down this road. And the sense of ownership that you talk about is real. And I love all the things that I work on. I work on amazing projects and love filling the shoes of characters. I'm not going to name one from that run the gamut, but something about making the decisions, right or wrong, good or bad, and a lot of them are bad. It is so rewarding beyond anything else. This is my favorite thing that has happened in my career, I guess. And it's not straight career either. It's tied to the personal so deeply. It's hard to quantify.
What happens tonight when Matt looks into the camera and says goodbye? How are you going to feel?
Oh, proud and loving and sad. Whatever happens, sad. To close the book, close the cover on the best book I've ever read.
What happens in the future?
God damn if I know. You mean the next...
The next campaign?
I know what I'm doing. I know what a few people are doing. Very different from Vax. Yeah, I don't want to dump anything on it. But as much as I'm going like, oh, my babies are being taken away, I am also terrified and excited by starting over, it's a clean slate, being an idiot again, being a low-level idiot again, and trying something completely different.
Is there anything you want to say to the fans after all these years?
Just sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for coming along with us. If it has meant a fraction to you of what it's meant to me, then how cool is that? Thank you.
Thank you, Liam O'Brien, for being on D&D Beyond. I'm Todd Kenrick. Thanks for watching.